Hello and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews, and today I'm happy to take you up to Nagano Prefecture in the central part of Japan, and we're going to look at some beers from one of my favorite breweries, and that is Shiga Kogen beer, also part of the Tamamura-Honten group. And Shiga Kogen started in 2003 and started producing beer in 2004. Tamamura-Honten is actually a sake brewery, and they go back to 1805. And in 2003, a man named Sato Eigo joined Tamamura-Honten and started the Shiga Kogen beer line, and he began producing beer in 2004. And they produce a wide variety of beers. If you go on their website, you can see many kinds. And of special note are their bottled barrel-aged Yamabushi series, which have been aged and blended, and really some fantastic kind of oak-aged beers. The Yamabushi series is one you should probably try if you're interested in Japanese craft beer. Shiga Kogen also is notable for growing some of their own ingredients. They try to use at least 20% of hops that they have grown in all their beers, and in the Yamabushi series, 100% of their own hops. And the hops are generally that they use are generally Shinshu Wase. They do grow other varieties, but Shinshu Wase is the most famous variety grown in Japan, actually. And they also they have a tap room next to the brewery called the Teppa Room, where you can go and try 8 different types of beer and buy things like coffee, desserts, and T-shirts and that sort of thing. I did get a T-shirt there, and I visited there once, quite a few years ago, 10 years ago or so maybe. And they have a place called the Farmhouse up the road a bit, and that is a restaurant as well. And very close by they have a sake museum, and you can learn a lot about the history and the production of sake if you're interested in that. And we're going to look at a series of different beers from Shiga Kogen, and I will introduce them one by one. And I'm sorry, I should mention also their music festival, which, to my knowledge, hasn't been held since the beginning of COVID, but it used to be a great event called Snow Monkey Live. Yes, Snow Monkeys. They have hot springs in that area, and the monkeys in that area like to sit in the hot springs. So Snow Monkey Live was a beer and music festival, and I don't know much about the music that they had, but they invited some of the most interesting brewers in Japan and from abroad as well. I never got to go, but some friends of mine went a few times as well. Snow Monkey Live. Okay, well, let's get into the beer that we're going to look at from Shiga Kogen Brewery. Now, let's look at a beer from Shiga Kogen and Tamamura-Honten, and this one is called Extra Special Dry Sake Rice Saison. And as you look down here, you will see it is a collaboration between Shiga Kogen and Stillwater. Stillwater is, I think, based in Delaware in the United States, but basically a kind of gypsy brewer who moves around and brews at a lot of different places. And he's kind of fond of Japan, I think, and he visits here quite often. So he apparently they made this beer before as simply special dry saison, and this is another version that Shiga Kogen has made, and it's called extra special dry. The extra refers to a slightly higher alcohol content, and this one is using homegrown Shinshu Wase hops and some dried hops as well in this, as it is a saison style, so a kind of Belgian table beer. And the rice used in this is sake rice. It is not regular rice at all. So the ingredients also include a bit of oats as well. On Rate Beer, which is now defunct, there were only 2 ratings, and that was at 3.65. Untapped, 190 ratings, 3.86, so pretty high. 5.5% alcohol by volume, and only 9 international bittering units. Saisons are generally not hopped up very much. This cost 550 yen. I bought it from the brewery online, and that would turn into $3.52 in US dollar terms, and in euros, €3.38. The brewery made 3,357 bottles of these, and I think it is sold out. I'm not sure. I'll put a link to Shiga Kogen's website, their online shop, and you can see if it still is available here. So I'm looking forward to this one. I like everything Shiga Kogen makes. All right, here we go. European Saisons tend to be a lot lighter than ones brewed in the U.S. In my experience, it's been a while, but in my experience, Saisons are not terribly popular in the U.S., and the ones that are made there tend to be a little bit heavier and a little sweeter. And this is intended to be quite a dry one. Oh my, okay. All right, get a nice little bit of funkiness right off the bat. Light floral scent, very fresh. Oh boy, it's like traipsing through a grassy field with light peach trees and maybe some lemon trees as well. Okay. You see, the carbonation is pretty substantial. It did have a nice foamy head, which has since subsided, and I have to let my cat in right now. Very nice tangy fruitiness to this. The Belgian yeast, Saison yeast, is really coming up. Wow. Okay, this is very drinkable. Nice thin kind of fruitiness. Oh boy, this would match a nice lunch meal. You could sit down with this, and the Saisons are originally in Belgium were table beers for workers, during the day, generally lower alcohol. This one is a little bit higher than most, 5.5%. People even make imperial Saisons now. Kilter Brewing has made one, definitely. Yeah. So, but this is 5.5%, only 9 international bittering units. So, the emphasis is definitely on the malt and the sake rice. I would expect sake rice to provide a little bit more sweetness. This ends moderately dry. Yeah, so the yeast and the fruitiness maintained through to the end. Finishes a little bit dry and crisp. So it is not extra dry, but it's extra special dry. It is a little bit higher in alcohol, and that is it. So this is a beer you want to try if you're in Japan, or if you have access to their website and can buy beers online from them. Give it a try. Once again, it is called Shiga Kogen and Stillwater Extra Special Dry Sake Rice Saison. Very nice beer. Give it a go. Okay, that is it for today. Please do stay healthy. Take care. Hope you will subscribe to the channel. leave me a comment. Let's talk about Shiga Kogen or Saisons, whatever you like. I'm here, and I generally respond within a day or two. Take care. Bye-bye.